Alright, Jack. Mic sound real nice. Excuse the background noise early in the morning over where I'm at. It's pretty late on the East Coast. So, I like to go over some of the concepts I learned from I.C.T. this morning. Now, today is Friday. I'm pretty sure you guys know that and you see it. And I've been up since the opening bell. A little groggy, but really didn't catch anything. However, price did reach for that low after 9 a.m. going into 10. Really didn't see too much action. Going in 11, price reached up, and the algorithm chose to sweep this particular swing high and begin to break down during the lunch hour macro. Now going into 1 o'clock, I'm just thinking about sitting back and just watching it. Now, in a bigger time frame, the video I made on the 20th, go back, week started, I felt like it would be bullish. And to get some explanation why, to the best of my abilities, you will have to learn the weekly profiles. And whenever I do put up that video, keep in mind that technique is meant for the hourly chart unless he in the future states otherwise. So, like I said before, high from Thursday in the low, swept it. And right now it's like bouncing in between the low from June and the low from yesterday, because I still feel as though you got more room to go down. So, back out. Let's just keep an eye on this. Unfortunately, I took a slight loss today. I could say that was on another laptop. Just allowed me the capability to record all 3 screens at once, so I couldn't show it. Partly it was due to me not being able to see clearly back in this hour. Because once again, I had missed the move to open the bell. This would have been a pretty good rundown. Had I had a clear vision of what was actually happening, I could have caught this run up. But I did catch bits and pieces of this and took some of this. But I had to get out early because of the things I had to take care of. But I'm not that bad and drawn out anymore as I was. It could be corrected with some patience. But anyway, just gonna watch right now. See what we got. Mm, 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 mm. said before, I was pretty interested in this because I felt like by the time I actually started watching the chart, it started consolidating like this, going sideways and acting funny. And I was looking for a short, but the technique I used, like I said, was just based off of his concepts. Let's just say it protected me and taking a loss. And then it ran up. And then at 12, it found, like I said, the short-term high back here. Let's drop down to the 15. See what we got. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I honestly don't see anything that I like. Especially how it's bouncing in between the low from June and the low from Thursday. Because initially, this my wishful thinking, but I didn't fall for it. I'm glad I didn't jump in. He's not on my bunted. I figured price would at least want to come down and run here because if I zoom out, let's go to a 4 hour because that's the closest thing to the daily. Actually, let me readjust this. Yeah, it definitely is a low from June right here. Readjust this like so. Clean this up. Now, y'all don't have to have all this stuff up here because sometimes it's just clutter and distraction. But for me, it helps me keep a sense of stuff going on without having to. What's the word I'm looking for? Obsess over it. You know what I mean? So let me go back though. So what I'll do here. So, I mean, I don't want to chalk it up to this 4 hour FBG. You could, but what I've learned from the lectures and just my experience spending time watching price action, man, 4 hours is not always the way to go. So it's like you have to kind of be flexible. Me personally, I only like the daily charts it up, but I guess as the years go on, I get better at this. I'll be able to use those on a smaller time frame with better accuracy. But honestly, I'm not that accurate. But let's say if I took, well, yeah, just look at the candle, like it swept this low. So what I've come to realize, and then there's also a weekly swing point right here. If it was still very bullish, even for a Friday, which is, should have said that from the gate. Friday is really not a day that you really want to participate in most time. Not saying it can't be profitable, but you really don't want to mess with it if you don't know what you're doing. And you don't know what to look for. You just spend more time studying and listening to the lectures and taking notes. Like I say, excuse the background noise. Yeah, but as time goes on, we get a better understanding and jump into it. Now, this week in particular kind of threw me off because I thought F1C was this week, but it's going to be next week, so kind of expecting almost the same type of movement in price on the hourly chart. The weekly profile, once again, I haven't made a video yet breaking that down. I will though. I'll do it over the weekend. If not the weekend, and whenever I can, I got other stuff going on. But Yeah. So let's go back to the 2 minute, because in a second, we want to look at this 1 second. Now, you can find the video for what I'm talking about. I think it was like his last video from 2023, but it'll be useless for people who don't understand the concepts, because he has something called market maker model. So what I see here is a smart money reversal on the 4 hour. It almost looks like distribution, first stage of it up here. It's kind of sloppy and choppy, but I mean, it's Friday, so you can't really expect much. But if we go back to something better, even when we made this high right here, same exact thing, small money reversal, really didn't have an FEG. You don't always get it, but it broke the swing point. Price came back up, tapped this swing point, it dropped. This is on the 4 hours, so don't even. I mean, if you got the size account to do it, go ahead. But once again, not giving no advice. I'm telling you how to do your thing, because you don't pay attention, you lose a lot of money. Excuse me for yawning, but let's go back to the hourly, man, shall we? Let's check it out. Check it out. Yeah. In all honesty, man, I really don't see anything. So from 11 to midnight, we can count this out. It almost just looks like sideways price motion. Nothing great. Hold on 1 second. Birds flying everywhere. Anyway. All right, let's go back to the 2 minute. Let's see what's happening. All right, so I kind of missed the 130 macro, but I don't really want to get into that. You just need to study the stuff, and if I try to explain, it's going to confuse you. If you can see it live, he'll break it down. It's even better. All this stuff is in this video. Some of it is, I'll be honest, it's so much I can't remember all of the stuff. The time points, I probably written them down somewhere, but I can't remember all the time points of when he was introducing this stuff to break it down. So some of the stuff is just going to be on you to look it up if you haven't already learned it. Back to the market maker models. So for here, the swing point was too far away for me. Now what I want to see is this. What is the high? 599.25. Okay. So price broke through here, came back. And also what I'm doing here, this is kind of like in his new lectures too. How the gaps will turn around and changing this from a discount to a premium. And it came back up. It's almost like the institutional order flow entry drills. That's why I say it's so much, man, but I'm just trying to help piece stuff together for those that need it. But the best thing you can do is to go and look, study, and just back test and look for some of the stuff that he's talking about. Everybody's learning curve is different, so I can't really say when you'll get it. Heck, stuff I'm probably showing you might not resonate, but you might find something better. But look right here, we had a market maker buy model right here. All right, nice. Now the question is, where does it want to reach? They got this target, this one, and wishful thinking you can say this one, but who knows? It's Friday. You never know what happens. Oops, excuse me. I gotta turn that off, man. It's getting on my damn nerves. But yeah, turn that off, man. Just watch and pray. Take heed. It tapped the low from Thursday. Now, it's not a 100% thing, but it tapped the low from yesterday. It already passed it. Went above it. Swept this particular swing high. Let me illustrate, then I delete it because I really don't want to clutter up too much, but just for illustrations so people can see what I'm looking at. Alright, boom. So swept this particular swing high, came back down. It chose this low. Consolidation. Accumulation, I suppose, came back up, and this could be the second stage of accumulation right here. Once again, not going to say too much. We're gonna see what this thing, if the targets. I got target right here. Let me just try to clean this up. Nice. That target right there. And we got this target right here. I know he likes to use the 1 minute, but I'm not really comfortable with it, so I really don't mess with it too much, to be honest. And what I said on Monday did bring true, even though he did have a bullish day. And I think that was my biggest pitfall, man. When people be like, "Oh, we bearish, we bearish," I would go in the week just expecting price just to shoot down, but it rarely works like that. I haven't seen a flash crash. Maybe I missed it. I think I missed it, but I haven't seen it in months. And I'm pretty sure we had some this year, but I can't really recall. Kind of forget the trade day and move on. All right, so maybe it's not second stage accumulation. Once again, this is on a lower time frame for me. So, however, for what he says, once you get a better grasp or understanding, I'm pretty sure if you use the new day opening gaps and toggling regular trading hours and electronic and the stuff you're teaching now, it definitely would be helpful. It's just I learned so much of the older stuff. I kind of like resonated more with what I'm doing now. So this is just my style. Like I said, you find your own. you'll come into your own way. So, but the main thing is reading price action. Once again, you don't have to have all this stuff in your chart like I got, because it looks like a lot, but I used to have way more up here. So don't fall into that pitfall. But back about my bias for the week. Um, like I say, nothing is 100%, but I've watched enough price action, especially with the Nasdaq, to kind of get a gist of it. And I just used the weekly profile because once I saw it didn't want to sweep the high from Tuesday, I was like, okay, this is a bearish. I'm sorry, this Tuesday high of the week, so that'd be bearish. So kind of where I got the gist of Monday, because I remember in the older videos, and even I used to hear a lot of other people say, man, don't trade Mondays. Just let that be the day you see what's going on, and just waiting to jump in. Believe me, Monday can definitely turn into something big, and you'll be feeling bad when you come back Tuesday trying to get in, and it just sweeps you. So you really have to study and just be patient. You know, a lot of people don't have time, but it's different sessions you can trade. So, you know what I mean? So you could. It's the differentiate. Differentiate. How you say it. Okay. Okay. Let's see this one there. See this up there. I'm just cleaning this stuff up because, you know, as you go. That's another thing I say, man. A lot of times, you just got to sit down and, it's like learning anything, man, especially with this app. Whatever you use, Ninja Trader, if you like Tradeovate, Dash Green, Top Step X, MetaTraders, same thing. Sitting down, learn the platform. I don't think people use MetaTrader. You know, I haven't seen MetaTrader 4, and I guess you can't use it no more. The people's scamming. I don't know, but yeah, you have to sit down and learn the program. So it comes with time, man. Everything comes with time, practice, and repetition. And I believe everything that he is talking about, even when I first heard about it, I think it's finding repetition and price and learning to recognize patterns that work for you. One thing that worked for somebody else. I mean, hey, I know in my first video I was talking about Elliott waves and all that. I can't deal with none of that crap. But some people, they make it work. You know, whatever resonates with you. You trying to learn from the stuff I learned. Yeah, it's just patience and repetition and study. Another pitfall I say is just because you see something happen a whole bunch of times, don't expect it to happen every day. You get so caught up with it that you not paying attention to what price is doing. You just focus on what you want to see. and what you think is going to happen. Even though it's not a big range. Go back to the daily real quick. Like today was a nah. I mean today wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad today. Nice range. Like if you look at it, it's a pretty nice range. So I don't know. Okay, we opened up there. I don't know if price would even be willing to go any higher than this. It seemed like for the morning session, AM session, let's say the PM, the morning session high is way back here. But if you want to use the Asian, you can. Technically, the high would be back here, but I prefer the one after 12. That's how I mark it out. Oh, give y'all that tidbit too. It's two different ones, man. Let me go to 15. So how I have the high today marked out, I usually wait till after midnight. But if I wanted to be, which he would call the true day, but if I wanted to be, I don't know, rogue with it, what I used to do and be throwing me off, wasn't that accurate, I go here, drop down to the 15. Once again, when I drop the video, man, I want to keep an eye on this because this is definitely going down. So while I'm talking, you can still watch this. I'm kind of out of it. I don't want no parts of price action today anymore. I usually don't even look at Fridays. I just had to get in there. But anyway, all of this is the Asian session. Hence the Asian Open. We had a new day opening gap. I don't really use those because it'll just clutter my chart up. There's too many targets for me. So whatever works for you. Like I said, if you want to get more into that, you can study stuff from 2024 up until now. He definitely goes in depth with it. And like I say, man, he can give you more insight than I can working with those. I just usually use this, the week opening gap. That works for me. You're marking out swing points on the high time frames. Nothing below a 4 hour anymore. But yeah. But back to what I was talking about originally. Uh, so if I was to look at the half for today so far, I would come here and the high formed at 6 a.m. So pre market session, it's about 8 o'clock, 8:30. You know, you can get movement. Don't get me wrong, you can see movement before then, but usually you want to wait a little later. Definitely moves to be made, ways to capitalize off of it, but that comes from experience and time. But like I said, once midnight hits, that's when I mark out the previous day's highs and lows. So if you go back here, like for Thursday, I waited until, excuse me, till 12 to see if Price wanted to make another low before midnight hit East Coast time. Because I am on East Coast time, New York. So, all right, I just want to show you guys that this stuff don't make sense. Show y'all that, man. We could. I don't really want to look at Bitcoin, man. I can really care less about it. I don't trade it. I don't have nothing against it. Just like I said, remember the spreads used to be terrible on that thing. You really had to have a real good trade to be profitable. But I might take a peek at it before I end this video. I think we've been at it about an hour already, so yeah, this the boring part, man. Boring, yet it's exciting. Now, once again, it's a little tricky, man, right now. To me, pretty sure he could, man, find, or people more experienced than me can find entries in here and make some short scalps. But as far as day trades, mm, best one would have came at 9. Like I said, back here, I was out of it. But between then, like I watched over the bell. I saw it breaking down. I was like, okay, cool, cool. But at least it hit here, and I wouldn't know it was gonna go further after here, so I don't really have a point. But all right, as you can see today, though, once again at 8:30, start breaking down. This is another prime time to make a move, but you have to be very careful, man. It has a tendency to reverse on you. Just like even with this particular hour here, I noticed that 10, 10, 11, up until the lunch hour, it'll have a tendency to reverse. Sometimes you get a continuation, sometimes reverse. You just have to adapt, be nimble. Lost size, kill it. If you can get in at a good point, do it, but don't chase. Another pitfall I had to get myself out of. That helped me avoid tilt. And when I missed all this, I didn't really beat myself up. Even when I missed this, I wasn't really. But I was able to say, like I said, come in here, wait till the lunch. Just wait. It's a move every hour, just like we said. Every hour, it's a move. It might not be a good move, but something happens. So, all right. So the 130 macro really didn't deliver too well. I'm gonna shut it down at about 2:30. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down at 2:30. This thing already going a little longer than what I wanted. Excuse me, man. wish it really was a way I could show you guys how I really look at price. Cause I mean, you can do it like this, I suppose, but I like to watch everything: the daily, 4 to 1, the 15, the 2. I mean, I sometimes might look at the 5, but rarely anymore. I kind of grew out of it, but I like to keep an eye on all of them, man. Eventually, give me a few more monitors so I can watch the Dow and the ES2 as well. See how they move. That's another goal of mine. All right, now this FEG fair value gap, SIBI, sell side and balance buy side inefficiency. Like I said, watch the video, everything makes sense. I like to see it stay away from here and just push down. That'd be nice, but it could possibly reach up in the air. We just blow past this and go back up here, but that might happen later on in the day. So what I'll do, since I'm not gonna be here all day, yeah, I've been watching it for 4 hours now, so we'll get burnt out. Give yourself a break, man. Go exercise. I don't know, do something. Play, play some music. Do a hobby or something. Talk to your lady, your guy. Play with your kids. Something. Don't let this consume you. All right. So for me, I kind of like how it's looking. Like I said, I'm not taking on this. You just take reading, and just for you guys, help you out a little bit. What am I looking at? Right here. So cool. Want that on the hour. Really on the one on the 15. So well, I leave it. No. We can leave it. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Probably gonna delete it anyway. Let's see how it does, man. And this is just how I use the FBG. He has specific ways. He's always giving up more information and giving out new things. Cause I understand you don't want to give everybody the tricks to your trade. It's like I really haven't given all mine, how I make my entry. I'm gonna keep that to myself. You know what I mean? We gonna see. We'll see how it go, man. Like I said, 2:30. I'm out. I got a little bit more time. Well, it surprised me though, cause we got the version FBG right here. So, see what we got, man. Hmm, kind of liking that. Look kind of nice, but it's just moving sideways. I like to see it push away from it faster, but it's rejecting, so that's kind of nice. And the body's haven't filtered up; it's just wicking up in it. That's kind of nice. So it seems like price wants to move away to the downside from the low from June. That's a monthly low. Monthly highs and lows, daily highs and lows. You can look weekly highs and lows too. It's targets as well. All that. Those in particular, you'll find those models in in its charter content. It had released, say, 2023. Like I said, I'll go through all of it one day. I might even make the video later on today. Okay, okay. If I hear any background noise, it's just my neighbor, man. Shouldn't even be that loud, but this microphone picks up everything, so let's see. I don't have no real studio equipment to block everything out. I'm pretty sure I can find a program to do it. Now look at this. See how I said I wanted to see price like push all the way from it fast? It's just gyrating around. So had this been another day of the week or we had some type of news driver early in the morning or late in the afternoon, I'd be more excited. Like FMC, I wouldn't even look at this. You can take a gamble if you want with the F1C, the CPI, and all that. Yeah, I got lucky, but I was already in a position in the Asian session where I couldn't get swept. But that that was a one and done type of deal. Okay, now we start. Let's see what we got. We had the macro at 250. Boom. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's check it out. Boom. See if it pushes to the downside. Or it just fakes us out and just moves sideways for the rest of the day. Let y'all go back and review that. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's something else. I'm pretty sure, just a friendly reminder, this is the current contract. Proper term for this, I forgot, but it's basically, dang, why is it slipping my mind? Like I'm having a brain fart right now. The continuous, there we go. You go to the continuous to find the contracts within the future. So for people that trade CFDs, I mean, I used to trade CFDs like you unregulated brokers, but kind of got away from them because I don't want to have to use Bitcoin. Like if they ever took cash, it'd be cool, but I don't want to use that on Bitcoin. It's too much to buy crypto and put it in. It's all like a scheme to me, but do what you want to do. All right, let's check out price. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's pretty high resistant, and that's something else, man. That he's talking about. Let me check out this note that I learned. Yeah, low resistance. Just basically means you see a whole lot of wicks and price meandering around, just acting like they don't want to move. Like this is high resistance. Like all this was high resistance. It gave a quick shot up. I mean, it gave a quick, yeah, it shot up really quick. Excuse me. And then it was all high resistance. Like the best way to explain it, you see how this candle in particular. I'm taking away from price for a second because it's basically doing the same thing. It's covering the open, the high, and the low. Like this one. This one didn't really do it too much. This one definitely did. This one came down from the low, came up. The next one, and it opened up a little bit and just moved a little bit and came back up. But for this particular part, we're looking at this is definitely high resistance. You don't know if it's low resistance because it'll go fast. Like I say, I haven't been able to participate in a move like that in a while, but I've seen plenty of them. If you miss it, don't try to jump on it. When you get in it, hopefully your psychology is good where you can let it ride out. I still have issues with that sometimes, especially if I got stuff to do. Let's see if it gets back underneath the low from Thursday. Let's see. It looks like that's where it wants to reach to. Then we have other swing points down here. Right there, right there. Let's see what we got. You know, people are like, why you ain't looking at the NASDAQ? Cause, man. Oh, that thing will crush you if you don't have it. Heck, the micro will crush you if you don't have it right. If all you got is $1,000, you better off trading the micro ES, man. I've done it before. Might not give you the big wins like you looking for, but it'll put some money in your pocket. All right. Yeah, this is definitely high resistance in my eyes because it's not really aiming for nothing. Yeah, it swept that low right there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pay attention, man, to this. See these swing points. Let's make this a little brighter. There we go. I don't really like that color, but who cares? As long as I can illustrate what I'm looking at. We don't got that much more time anyway, so stick it right there. Like, if you stuck doing watching this long, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you like the content, man, just go ahead and subscribe. Just like the video. If you want to leave a comment, don't matter to me, negative, good, whatever. You don't hurt my feelings, man. It's, yeah. Okay. 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 All right. All right. Yeah. 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 Like, oh, come on, baby. What you gonna do? Ooh, yeah. Okay. Looking at the album, it definitely looked like it wants to at least tap it. I don't know if it wants to go below the load it was made 1 p.m., but we'll see. That's right here. Low from it was made at 1 p.m. One, between 1 and 2. See what's going on. Keep everything in perspective. Yeah. Excuse me, man. You know what? I like it. I could watch the charts all day if I had the time, man. Shouldn't just be patient. So a lot of people would, but life don't permit that. So anyway, if y'all hear me making commentations like that in the background, just you know, yeah. See if we get down there. See if matter of fact, sweep that low. We can delete this now. We don't really need it. I mean, it would have been a nice little scout if you got in up here, in this area. You know, nice little scout. What did it get you? What's that? So, oh yeah, it passed it. So 426. Oh, that'd been nice. Nice little run. Nice. Sorry. What's the low? Let's do this right. What's the low of this candle? All right, now let's see if it stays below. If it wants to push below Thursday's low. Wow. Y'all guys focus on that. Let me do this. Sorry. 127. Oh. I mean, shoot, that's 70 handles. 60, between 60 and 70 handles. That ain't bad. You know what I mean? It ain't bad at all. It adds up. Like this one right. Well, this is a prime example, man. Like just being patient and waiting. 'Cause I remember I'm saying when you do your back testing, you see certain things play out in price. You want to sit down and mark out the time it took for it to play out. Now, hence with this would have been a fast one. So from 150, let's say you was aiming for this 150 to what's that about? What? 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Sometimes it's 22 minutes. Sometimes you gotta wait 2 hours. Never know. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. That's nice. See it all day if I could, baby. One day I will. Make more money doing this than you do a job. But anyways, yeah, no. A regular job. Don't quit your job until you're in that position. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. But one day, I took the low out from 1 o'clock. Right? I want to see price push away from the low from Thursday. Get further away from it. Not to confuse you guys, but like let's say if you go back and watch his videos, you can figure out what I'm doing right here. I'm just watching. See. This is something I like to do. You don't have to do this. Well, I can delete these since it ain't coming back up. You don't really need it. It's just gonna be in my way when it come back. Like what the hell is this? Anyway. I don't like that. Let me do this. You guys just try to be your best to focus on that. Get out your way. Oh man. Tennis elbow. I don't need to play tennis. If you make a mistake on this, quick tip, just hit Control Z and that's the automatic back button. If you want to keep your line straight, just hit Shift and straighten it out for you. Let's see if it gets below. Y'all really can't see it, but this is 025. What do you call equilibrium or consequent encouragement, I guess, and 75. I want to see if price before 230 can get below that. See if it gets below that 50. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see if it gets below the open of this candle. If you don't know how to identify the open and the close of bullish and bearish candles, you definitely need to go back and look. Or I can just explain it real fast. It's not really too complicated once you get the gist of it. It would really be nice. We got a little bit of time. If it could get through this particular candle, Oof. It went past its open. Alright, you can delete this now. We don't need this no more. Look at. Go. That'd be nice, Joe. Be cool. Honestly, I'm gonna still make the video, but my best advice would be for you to look at the most recent ones if you really just want to jump in it. And if you want to deep dive, start from 2016 all the way up and just study it and take notes. Some of the stuff you might not use a lot as forex, but it still can apply. But you won't need to watch the dollar as much, or yeah, you actually don't have to watch the dollar. And you don't have to watch the 10-year yields, even though it used to be a correlation between the two. But yeah, VIX, you know, I talk about that. I have my own personal opinion about that. I'm gonna keep that to myself and save for later. It can be useful if you're in the stocks and all that, but I'm not really in the investment thing right now. But it's made it through half. It made it through halfway of the body of that candle. It made it through halfway. Okay, okay, okay. Sound like OJ the Juice Man. Got a little about 8 more minutes before I got to go. Technically, all of this would you be watching. All of this would be an order block. If you don't know what I'm talking about, once again, you gotta sit down and go through the video. I'm here to give you nothing fast, no microwavable 15-second tidbits. You got to go through it. It's just me looking at this candle body and measuring. But looking at the hourly chart to the right, yeah, price to me looks like it definitely wants to go down. It's just for me watching price action a lot, man. So, and then also knowing that it swept that and it wasn't even a major swing point, yeah, price look like it wants to go down. But I had no interest in participating. Let's take reading, build my skill. Mm. Mm. What do you know? Yeah. Lead that one. Mm. Yeah. Got FEG over here. Started that move back at 11. No, I ain't got time to sit, but I would like to see if it breaks down past here. What does it hold? Right here. Most likely, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to come to the opening of this candle on the hourly chart right here. Mm. Alright, so, excuse me. Where we ran the low from 11 a.m. Man, that's a pretty good move. Shoot, that ain't bad at all. I mean, handles that, man. Man. Man, oh man. That's a good scout. Or a day session trade, depending how you look at it. If you're holding it for a while, yeah. If you're holding it for the session, day trade, but it's enough right here. It's a nice chunk of change. If y'all want to see me take executions, I might, but unfortunately, I won't be able to be here till the end of the week to do it. So I won't be able to trade the afternoon session in the middle of the week for a while. Got stuff I gotta do. But it did break through it, so I'm like 3 more minutes, cool. Mm. Now we really getting into it. Really getting into it. You can rewind it so it ain't no big deal. But to show people what I'm talking about, let's pick a candle. Perfect up here. Of course, you know this is the low, this is the high. Down here is the open, and this is the close. Now for bearish, it's the low and the high. It's just the reverse. This is the open, and this is the close. Real simple. Back to the hour. 2 minutes. Damn, look at it. Look at that thing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, just so happened today when I sat down, I got a nice bit of price action. Show some examples for the afternoon session. Cool. That's cool, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. For the PM session. So you had a move in the AM and the PM today. So this Friday wasn't that bad, man. It's pretty decent, man. But you can't expect every day to deliver, man. Not gonna go on a tangent, but I know when Biden was in office, man, that was some of the craziest price action I ever seen. But at the same time, my knowledge wasn't something positive as it should have. I mean, not gonna say as it should have been as it is today. Okay, 2:30. Let's see. This is what I'll do. 15 before I go. I really don't even look at the under session anymore, so I don't pay that no attention. But yeah, the afternoon session, looked pretty cool. Just looking at it on the 15, ain't too bad. Ain't too bad, man. But anyway, I can finish looking at or you can go back and look at price action stuff. I gotta get out of here. Thank you for your time and be safe out there, man. Take it easy.